The app appeared on everyone's phone at the same moment, with no developer name, no permissions requested, and a single, elegant interface. It was called Tempo. One button, swap. The rules were simple. You could request a swap with any living person on Earth. They would get a notification and could accept or decline. If they accepted, you would inhabit their body, and they yours, for exactly 1 hour. Consciousness, memories, knowledge, it all stayed with the mind. You just borrowed the vessel. No strings, no trace, an absolute, perfect secret. It was chaos, of course, the global frenzy, the ethical panic, the sheer terror and temptation. But within weeks, a strange new economy emerged. The rich paid fortunes to experience perfect health, youth, or extraordinary physical gifts. The curious swapped with strangers in distant countries for the ultimate tourism. Some used it for espionage, others for forbidden glimpses into the lives of those they loved or hated. Leo, a cynical and broke photographer with a chronic pain condition from an old injury, saw it as his only escape. For 1 hour a day, he could be someone without a grinding ache in his spine. He never swapped up into luxury. He chose simple, pain-free bodies, a delivery driver in Tokyo, a baker in Paris, a teacher in Colorado. It was his secret relief, his addiction to normalcy. His routine broke when he received a request, not a sent one. The username was a string of numbers, the profile picture was black, the attached message read, accept, or the pain returns forever. Chilled, Leo accepted. The swap initiated instantly. He opened his eyes in a penthouse overlooking a city he didn't recognize at night. The body he inhabited was powerful, athletic, humming with a vitality he'd forgotten. But he was not alone in the spacious, minimalist living room. A man sat in a high-backed chair, facing the window, the man whose body Leo currently wore. Leo's own body, across the room, stood slumped, vacant, waiting for its host. "Welcome, Leo," the man said. His voice, Leo's own voice, calm. "My name is Silas. You're borrowing the health you crave. I've borrowed your interesting condition." "Why?" Leo managed to ask, the unfamiliar voice feeling strange. "Empathy is a weak teacher. Experience is definitive. For 1 hour, I will feel the pain you live with, and you will feel what it is like to be the man who caused it." The memory hit Leo not as a thought, but as a physical surge in the borrowed brain, a flash of a rainy road, a split-second decision behind the wheel of a speeding car, the impact with a motorcycle, the deliberate choice to flee the scene. The hit-and-run driver who shattered his spine 8 years ago had never been found, until now. Leo breathed. "The hour isn't for revenge, Leo," Silas said, a grimace of pain twisting Leo's own features. "It's for balance. The universe, through this app, has provided a scale. I take your suffering, you take the knowledge. What you do with it is your choice when we swap back." The hour was a torment of a different kind. The glorious, pain-free body felt like a gilded cage. The vitality was poisoned by the horror in his mind. He spent the time raiding Silas's life, digging through encrypted files, finding records of shell companies, a life built on ruthless decisions and insulated wealth. When the swap reversed, Leo gasped back into his own aching body on his cheap sofa. The memory crystal clear. Silas, back in his powerful form, looked pale, sweat on his brow from the endured hour of agony. "The scale is balanced," Silas whispered, and vanished out the door before Leo could speak. Leo had the evidence. He had the truth. He could go to the police and destroy Silas, but the app had a final, unspoken rule: all swaps were untraceable. Memories were the only proof, and memories were inadmissible in any court. Days later, Leo opened the Tempo app. His finger hovered over the request button. He didn't type Silas's code. He typed the name of the chief prosecutor in his city, a woman known for her integrity. He attached a single message: "Accept. I will show you a memory of a crime. You will feel the pain of the victim, then you will know what to do." The twist was not in the swap, but in its ripple. Leo realized Tempo wasn't a toy or a chaos engine. It was a tribunal, a global, secret court where the guilty could be forced to feel the consequences of their actions, and the powerless could borrow the influence to be heard. He started a new, anonymous channel, documenting his theory: Tempo is justice. His channel went viral, sparking a global movement. People began using swaps not for pleasure or escape, but for testimony, swapping with journalists to show war crimes, with politicians to show poverty, with abusers to show fear. The world's deepest wounds were being felt firsthand. by those who had the power to heal them but had chosen not to see. Leo's final video, posted from an unknown location, revealed the ultimate discovery. The app's code had a signature. Not human, it was a test, seeded by an intelligence that had long ago mastered consciousness, to see if a species could handle true empathy before giving them the key to the stars. The final screen of the app now changed for everyone. A countdown, collective empathy threshold, 87%, progress to next phase. Humanity was being graded. And Leo, the chronic pain sufferer who just wanted an hour of peace, had accidentally become the catalyst for the final exam. The real question was no longer what you could do in someone else's body for an hour. It was what you would choose to do with your own, now that everyone could finally, truly, feel your pain.